concern. People wish to remember her as a friend of the poor, and she had a vision for poor, and she lived up to her image as Amma, because remember Jayalalitha's welfare schemes were branded under Amma now, and which itself became a brand across Tamil Nadu. So people definitely would like to remember her for this service she has done to the welfare
Yes.
of the large population of this state.
Right, now Aisha, Mr. Paneerselvam, her trusted aide, has once again taken over the reins of the state. He's aged 65. But what happens next now to the party, the AIADMK? Because it wouldn't be wrong to say that Jayalalitha was AIADMK and AIADMK was her. What really happens next? Because it would be a challenge to match the enigmatic personality that she was. And she clearly brought about a phenomenal change in the political character of Tamil Nadu.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. Jayalalitha was the AIADMK supremo, and she held the party single-handedly, and she was running the administration on one hand, and on the other hand, she was holding together the AIADMK cadre. Remember, it is not easy to keep the cadre together for so many years, and Jayalalitha has been one leader who managed to balance between both managing the government as well as the party. And now as we know that Jayalalitha did not did not encourage the second line of leadership in the party as such, though she trusted O. Paneerselvam, who is now the Chief Minister of the state. There is no second line of leadership as such in AIADMK cadres. So all eyes are now on O. Paneerselvam, and also Shashikala, who is Jayalalitha's close friend and who has been very instrumental in taking major decisions that Jayalalitha has implemented across her political career in Tamil Nadu. So all eyes will be on Shashikala also, because Shashikala would like to control the party. She has been doing it from past few years. Remember, Jayalalitha was unwell even during the assembly elections, and she limited her campaigning to few rallies as such, and it was then said that Shashikala is advising her on this, and Shashikala is perhaps advising her based on her health situation. So Shashikala is now to be watched, and on the other hand, Paneerselvam has a huge challenge before him to prove himself. Remember, he was under the shadow of Jayalalitha earlier when he was Chief Minister. Now he has to prove himself as Chief Minister independently, and he has to take forward the political legacy and also the administration which Jayalalitha was known for, and successfully implement it here in Tamil Nadu. Here we see some movement here. It looks like the convoy is closing now Marina Beach. There is some movement.
बिल्कुल आयशा, तो ये तस्वीरों में हम देख सकते हैं कि लगातार जयललिता की अंतिम यात्रा का काफिला आगे बढ़ रहा है और मरीना बीच की तरफ पहुंच रहा है, जहां पर उन्हें अंतिम श्रद्धांजलि और अंतिम विदाई दी जाएगी। और हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं चेन्नई से हमारी संवाददाता आयशा खानम। आयशा, आपसे ये भी जानना चाहेंगे कि जयललिता ने न सिर्फ तमिलनाडु की राजनीति को प्रभावित किया, साथ ही साथ जो केंद्र और राज्यों के संबंध होते हैं उसे भी उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से प्रभावित किया, और साथ ही साथ तमिलनाडु के लिए भी, अपने राज्य के हितों के लिए भी काफी संघर्ष किया।
जी बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने। जयललिता लगातार केंद्र और सरकार के बीच एक समन्वय बैलेंस बनाए रखने की पूरी कोशिश करती रही, और अब जानते भी हैं जयललिता अगर किसी फैसले से नाराज होती, किसी फैसले को नापसंद करती, तो वो खुलकर पत्र लिखती केंद्र सरकार को। सत्ता में केंद्र में चाहे किसी की भी सरकार हो, तो वो कभी पीछे नहीं हटती थी और खुलकर वो, ये देखिए काफिला यहाँ से चला आ रहा है। जयललिता का पार्थिव शरीर को लेकर जो काफिला राजाजी हॉल से निकला था, वो धीरे धीरे अब मरीना बीच की ओर बढ़ता जा रहा है। भारी मात्रा में भीड़, सड़कों की दोनों तरफ लोग यहाँ पर खड़े हुए हैं, और इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं बेसब्री से, और कुछ लोग ये भी उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं उन्हें जयललिता की झलक एक बार फिर से दिख जाए। तो यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं हजारों की संख्या में लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं और उनके अंतिम संस्कार की तैयारी के लिए जो पुलिस, खासकर पुलिस ने जिस तरह की जिम्मेदारी निभाई वो काफी सराहनीय है। क्योंकि जिस तरह की प्लानिंग हुई थी वो एक बेहतरीन मैनेजमेंट की मिसाल कायम किया है तमिलनाडु पुलिस ने। क्योंकि लगातार जब से जयललिता अस्पताल में है तब से पुलिस के सामने बहुत बड़ी चुनौती थी, प्रशासन के सामने लोगों की भावनाओं को काबू में रखना बहुत बड़ी चुनौती रही है। और तमिलनाडु पुलिस को इसका पूरा श्रेय जाता है कि उन्होंने आज पूरे शांति पूर्वक ढंग से आज का जो पूरा कार्यक्रम था या फिर पूरा दिन था वो बिना किसी हिंसक घटना के निपटा लिया।
बिल्कुल आयशा, तो ये देख सकते हैं तस्वीरों में हजारों लाखों की तादाद में उनके समर्थक, तमिलनाडु की जनता, एआईएडीएमके का कैडर उनको अंतिम विदाई देने के लिए वहां पहुंचा हुआ है और नम आंखों से अपने प्रिय नेता को अंतिम विदाई दे रहा है, अपनी तरफ से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर रहे हैं। आयशा, जनता की अगर बात की जाए तो जयललिता ने जन कल्याण से जुड़ी हुई कई योजनाओं को न सिर्फ बनाया बल्कि उसके अमल को भी सुनिश्चित किया। साथ ही साथ महिलाओं के साथ जो दुर्व्यवहार या महिलाओं के अधिकारों को लेकर भी वो काफी मुखर थी तमिलनाडु में।
जी बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने। जयललिता की काफ़ी सारी योजनाएं जो है, वेलफेयर स्कीम जो हैं वो विमेन सेंट्रिक थी, यानी महिलाओं के इर्द गिर्द वो अपनी योजनाएं बनाती रही हैं। हाल ही में जो तमिलनाडु की विधानसभा चुनाव थे उस दौरान भी जयललिता का नारा था कि महिलाओं के लिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वेलफेयर स्कीम्स लागू हों, और उन्होंने शराबबंदी को एक मुद्दा बना लिया था। और इसके अलावा उन्होंने ये भी कहा था कि महिलाओं को मैटरनिटी लीव जो है वो पूरे 9 महीने तक दे दी जाएगी। और ये जयललिता ने कर दी। ये देखिए काफिला जयललिता के पार्थिव शरीर को लेकर आगे बढ़ रहा है। इस समय राजाजी हॉल से निकलते हुए आगे ये काफिला आगे बढ़ता जा रहा है। पूरे राजकीय सम्मान के साथ जयललिता का पार्थिव शरीर जो है तिरंगा में लिपेटा हुआ है और इस समय मरीना बीच की ओर ये काफिला बढ़ रहा है और थोड़ी देर में यहाँ पर अंतिम संस्कार की प्रक्रिया शुरू हो जाएगी।
All right, Aisha, I request you to please continue being with us. What we are seeing on our screens are the visuals of the final journey of the late leader J. Jayalalitha, the beloved Amma, from the Rajaji Hall, from where her mortal remains were kept for everyone to pay their homage, their last respects, paying their tributes to their leader. And now the journey is progressing, is moving forward to Marina Beach, where the last rites of the leader will take place. There you see those visuals of the casket in which the mortal remains of the late leader is draped in the national flag and her favorite green colored sari as well. Unfortunately, the AIADMK Supremo, the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, had passed away late last night after she suffered a massive cardiac arrest on Sunday night. She was aged 68. Also joining us at the moment to discuss more, to talk more, is our guest, senior journalist Mr. Sri Krishna, joining us at the moment. Thanks very much, sir, for joining us here on Doordarshan News this evening. So how will you remember J. Jayalalitha as her final journey is progressing? Her final rites will take place in a short while from now. Charismatic leader, charismatic sway that she held over her followers, the confidence in her ability, making friends, striking alliances very soon. Perhaps the biggest void, in the state politics, and this vacuum will be very difficult to fill. Yeah, because see, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, she'll definitely be remembered as a leader. Okay, populist measures, but she carried out measures which has impacted on every section of society, especially the poorer sections, and more specifically the women. The women, the kind of programs that she had carried out, like small, things like Mangal Sutra, which I've been saying that it has impacted a lot. Then girl child education, cycles for girl child. These are things which will carry on. Maybe, people call it as freebies, but these are things which they'll always remember. Then, of course, not to leave out Amma's canteen, Amma's medicine, Amma's water, everything in Amma's name. I mean,
And you know, now the leadership which is coming in place, like Mr. Paneerselvam and others, they don't have that kind of a charisma which she has had. But the work she has done, the kind of legacy she's leaving behind, is, you know, it has to be carried forward. They have no other choice, and that's how people will remember
perhaps
her.
Would you say, Mr. Sri Krishna, that is the gravest test for the AIADMK as yet, because it wouldn't be wrong to say it's a watershed moment in the state's politics, and that perhaps is the gravest test for the party to carry forward in that successful manner that Amma did?
Yeah, there are a lot of factors. One is to carry forward all the programs which she had undertaken, and how far the party will remain together. You know, this is, it may be an apprehension from my side, but it is, you know, they don't have a charismatic leader.
Because she had also in the past unified the AIADMK.
She was the unifying factor.
Yes.
She was keeping the party together. But now who's going to do it? You know, I don't see Shashikala going to play that kind of a role, because she really doesn't have that stature which जयललिता had.
अगर हम AIADMK के अतिरिक्त तमिलनाडु की राजनीति की बात करें तो कैसी कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि अब जब जयललिता नहीं रही, हालांकि वो लोगों के दिलों में हमेशा जिंदा रहेंगी, लेकिन अब जब वो नहीं रही हैं तमिलनाडु में, तो तमिलनाडु की राजनीति में क्या करवट हो सकती है? DMK वहां पर एक AIADMK का प्रमुख प्रतिद्वंदी है, उसकी राजनीति में कितना असर पड़ेगा, और जिस तमिलनाडु को वो आगे बढ़ा रही थी, अब उसको आगे ले जाने में किस तरह की चुनौतियां पेश आएंगी?
अब देखिए, तमिलनाडु में राजनीति में बहुत बड़ी एक चुनौती आगे है। एक तो DMK में अभी जब तक करुणानिधि हैं, शायद वो पार्टी रहे, बात यही चल रही है। अब कब तक रहेंगे और कब तक स्टालिन रहेंगे। और इस तरफ यह है कि AIADMK में जब इसके बाद ये जो वॉइड, जो खालीपन दिखाई दे रहा है जी अन्ना DMK में, अगर पनीरसेल्वम आगे ले जा सके, क्योंकि उनका नाम इतना नहीं है जो जयललिता का नाम था, और जयललिता तो बिल्कुल पूरा इंडिया में भी पैन इंडिया एक इमेज हो गया था। अब कहाँ तक AIADMK सफल हो सकता है ये देखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि पहले तो पनीरसेल्वम को अपने स्टेट में उसको मजबूत करना पड़ेगा, अपना स्थिति को, और
साथ ही साथ अपनी पार्टी में भी अपनी
पार्टी को एक साथ रखना पड़ेगा। पार्टी में कितना दिन रहेंगे, कितना दिन एकजुट रहेंगे, क्योंकि जो भी उनका अभी तक रहा है, श्रेय रहा है, सब जयललिता को ही जाता है जी। तो अभी देखना पड़ेगा ऐसे।
बिल्कुल, तो जरूरत मतलब जैसे कि आपने कहा कि आने वाले समय में सरकार के लिए भी, AIADMK सरकार के लिए भी, और साथ ही साथ AIADMK पार्टी के लिए भी चुनौतियां बहुत है जिसे पार पाना है। हाँ। हालांकि अभी जो राज्य की बागडोर है पनीरसेल्वम ने संभाली है, लेकिन आने वाले समय में कई तरह की चुनौतियां उनको
अभी तो देखिए, फिलहाल थोड़े दिन के लिए सिंपैथी चलेगी, बट कितना दिन ये सिंपैथी होगी? अम्मा के नाम से आप चलाएंगे, पर कितना दिन चलाएंगे, ये भी है ना। एक पर्सनालिटी बन गई थी वो, बिल्कुल।
Mr. Sri Krishna, so then perhaps the correct legacy and the correct way of paying their tribute to the leader would be to carry forward the welfare schemes that she had undertaken. She had been a people's chief minister, to carry forward the good governance, and of course the indomitable spirit that she had portrayed time and again. She had portrayed herself as the one fighting for the state's rights as well. That clearly has to be taken forward.
And another thing is, what credit to her is, she virtually single-handedly fought off the opposition, which none, so far in AIADMK no other leader had been able to do, and has not come forth, because she virtually dominated the scene. She overshadowed everybody. Now we have to see how far these people are able to carry forward that image, because she single-handedly built the party. That image has to be carried forward. So only, I feel time alone will tell you whether AIADMK is really successful enough to carry forward all the programs which she had implemented. And she had implemented these programs with, very clear-cut ideas that it is going to be for the welfare. Maybe you call it populist measure, but it is for the welfare of the poor, and with large focus on women.
Absolutely.
That's
and the impact on the girl child
as well. On the girl child. And even if you remember the way she has tackled even things which were, not very popular, which made her unpopular, but still she managed it, A lot of like this Jallikattu,
yes.
And then the way she tackled the party people, with a firm grip. Now we have to see whether Paneerselvam will be able to carry forward that.
And that's what perhaps made her so popular and efficient administrator, because you know the way she utilized the funds for the social welfare schemes, and of course keeping the flock together, keeping the party cadres together, and making sure that everyone works for the state, for the party, and for the nation. That perhaps was one of her fortes.
And then you know this another very, if you notice, even though she was jailed and everything twice, she went out, but still she came back. It literally bounced back.
Absolutely.
In the last election, she created history by winning it for the second consecutive time, which no Dravidian party had ever been able to do in Tamil Nadu, except MGR once.
Yes.
So that all, whether these present setup, the new establishment in AIDMK will be able to carry that forward.
और कुछ उनका व्यक्तित्व ऐसा था कि पार्टी के अंदर से कोई भी चुनौती नहीं मिलती थी और सरकार के अंदर भी मुख्य निर्णय उन्हीं का होता था, तो ये भी प्रशासन के चुस्त दुरुस्त रहने का एक प्रमुख कारण था।
और उनका जो ग्रिप था पार्टी पे, सब एमएलए हो या एमपी हो, सबके ऊपर एक अच्छा कब्जा था उनका, और कोई उसके खिलाफ नहीं बोल पाए। अभी भी आप देखिए, 1-2 महीने पहले हुआ था, एक एमपी इसके खिलाफ गई, उसको निकाल दिया था, और कोई आवाज ही नहीं उठाया उसके खिलाफ।
जी, तो कुल मिलाकर जैसा व्यक्तित्व जयललिता का था, एक जन नेता के रूप में उन्हें याद कर सकते हैं।
हाँ।
लोगों का अपार उनको प्यार मिला, तमाम विवाद भी उनके नाम के साथ जुड़े रहे, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी वो विवादों से बाहर आई। हाँ। और लगातार
विवाद कभी, एक इनकी बड़ी खूब की बात है कि कोई भी विवाद कुछ भी इनके खिलाफ हो, इनके ऊपर चिपका नहीं, माने बिल्कुल साफ हो गया। देखिए आप, ये जो केस वगैरह जो हुआ था डिस्प्रोपोर्शनेट एसेट वाला, फिर भी बाहर आई और इतने बड़े जायदाद पे जीत के आई असेंबली में।
The confidence that she had in her ability.
Yes, in her ability, and she had that knack of carrying the party virtually single-handed, which no other leader in India today, barring maybe to some extent Mamta, but the kind of charismatic hold which Jayalalitha had in the state.
Even her ability, for that matter, to make friends and strike alliances,
Yes.
you know.
And she was regarded highly in Indian politics. I mean, whatever
Absolutely.
it is.
Even on the national stage,
Even on the
not
national
only on the state
scene,
politics.
she did
All right.
carry influence.
Mr. Sri Krishna, now going forward from here, the fact of the matter is that the leader is no more, and of course there are many challenges for now for the AIADMK, for Mr. Paneerselvam, for perhaps also Ms. Shashikala as well. How should this new beginning be made, and what should they really keep in mind to take forward Jayalalitha's legacy?
I think first of all they should at least keep themselves together as a unit. That is the first and foremost thing. You know, whether Mr. Paneerselvam can carry the entire party together, because now we don't know, there could be some power centers emerging, because Mr. Paneerselvam as an individual on his own doesn't, you know, nobody in the party has that kind of a stature which Jayalalitha has had. And so whether that kind of hold which he exercised over the party, whether these people will be able to do it.
All right.
बिल्कुल, तो ये सीधी तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं मरीना बीच चेन्नई से, जहां पर AIADMK के प्रमुख जयललिता की अंतिम यात्रा चल रही है और यहीं पर उनके अंतिम संस्कार किया जाएगा। लाखों की तादाद में जनता, उनके पार्टी के कैडर, पार्टी नेता और तमाम VIP वहां पहुंचे हुए हैं उनके अंतिम विदाई में शामिल होने के लिए और नम आंखों से अपने प्रिय नेता को अंतिम श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर रहे हैं। हमारे साथ चर्चा के लिए मौजूद हैं श्री कृष्णा, वरिष्ठ पत्रकार। श्री कृष्णा जी, अगर जयललिता और तमिलनाडु की बात की जाए तो केंद्र राज्यों के संबंधों को इन्होंने बहुत प्रभावित किया, चाहे वो किसी भी पार्टी की सरकार रहे। तमिलनाडु के हितों की लड़ाई हमेशा इन्होंने लड़ी। बहुत सारे पानी के विवाद जो पिछले कई सालों से कायम है, आज भी कायम है, तो लगातार अपने हितों की बात करती रही।
ये तो देखिए, ये तो इतिहास से दिखाता है आपको, जब MGR थे तब वो भी सेंटर के साथ ही अच्छे रिश्ते रखे थे, संबंध रखे थे, तो वो यही आगे ले जा रही थी। जो संबंध सेंटर के साथ था, दिल्ली के साथ, वही ये भी कर रही थी। और तमिलनाडु में ये है कि चाहे कोई भी सरकार हो, पहले DMK थी, वो भी सेंटर के साथ ठीक रिश्ते रखते थे, क्योंकि वो जानते हैं भाई अगर आपको मदद चाहिए सेंटर के अलावा और कहीं से आपको मदद नहीं मिल सकती। और जयललिता का यह है कि जितने भी स्कीम इन्होंने शुरू किए वो सब इतने सब्सिडी था, उसमें इतना पैसा था कि वो बिना सेंटर के मदद से वो चला नहीं पाती। तो इसी के कारण, और ये जानती है कि भाई भारत जैसा देश में अगर आप सेंटर के साथ अच्छा रिश्ता नहीं रखेंगे तो आप चला नहीं पाएंगे, अपना स्टेट चला नहीं पाएंगे। इसी के कारण उसका अच्छे रिश्ते थे, चाहे थोड़े बहुत तो डिफरेंसेस थे, मगर फिर भी रिश्ते तो संबंध तो अच्छे थे।
कोई भी सरकार रहे, तमिलनाडु में
सरकार उसी के साथ
समन्वय बना के रखा। बिल्कुल।
And let's also now view what J. Jayalalitha had to say in one of her interviews. In fact, in an interview to a private news channel, the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha recalled her emotional moments from her early childhood. She shared emotional moments when her mother would leave her with her grandparents to go to work. Jayalalitha's mother was a successful actor. Let's listen in.
And I always used to sleep clutching her sari pallu in my hands, the edge of her sari. I'd wind it around my hand and go to sleep.
Tight like this?
Yes, very tight. So my mother found it impossible to get up and leave. So, leaving the edge of her sari in my hand, she used to gradually unwind the sari from herself, and she used to make my aunt drape the sari around herself and lie down beside me so that I wouldn't notice her leaving. And then, of course, when I woke up and found that mother was gone, I used to cry and cry and cry, and I would be inconsolable for about 3 days.
And in an interview to a private news channel, the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha described herself as a recluse but wasn't one to run away from a fight. Here's a peek into the persona that she was, J. Jayalalitha.
I don't think I've said this before, I'm saying this now. I'm not one who goes looking for a fight.
No.
Generally, I'm very reserved. I speak only if I'm spoken to. But if a fight comes my way, I won't run away. And nowadays, if someone gives me one blow, I'll give back 10. I don't take any nonsense from anyone nowadays. Life has made me like that. I wasn't like this before. In fact, I'm surprised at the way I have changed.
And in the same interview, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, the departed leader, described herself as a one who shied away from limelight. She said it was fate that propelled her into two high-profile professions, that of an actor and then a politician.
I'm a person who hates the limelight. I have been propelled by fate into two high-profile careers. But I'm really a behind-the-scenes person.
And let's go across to our correspondent joining us from Chennai. Guru Babu is joining us at the moment. Guru Babu, you also, of course, covered the demise of the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister along with the other correspondents. That news that came out of Apollo Hospital late last night after she suffered a massive cardiac arrest on Sunday evening. Just take us through the feeling, the overwhelming feeling of the supporters that they are witnessing at the moment, the grieving supporters paying their homage to their beloved Amma.
Yeah, Nancy, on the shores of Marina, the people who have gathered here are like grains of sand to give their respect to the last respect to the leader whom they have admired and very lovingly called as Amma. Jayalalitha, very charismatic leader who had a very good iron grip over the party and all the affairs of the government. She is known to be very good administrator, apart from being a very big disciplinarian. You know, there was no other leader who had a say in the party other than Jayalalitha. And unfortunately, what has happened is not many people have been allowed to come into this place, which is also the burial place of the late Chief Minister, Mr. M.G. Ramachandran, and who was her mentor. And but the people who have gathered here have come in to give their last respects to the Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha.
जी
नैन्सी,
बिल्कुल गुरु बाबू, जैसा कि आपने बताया, अगर हम जयललिता के पूरे करियर की अगर हम बात करें, चाहे वो राजनीति का सफर रहा हो या फिर फिल्मों का सफर रहा हो, दोनों ही यात्राओं में उन्होंने सफलता हासिल की है अपने व्यक्तित्व के बल पर, और साथ ही साथ जनता के साथ जो उनका जुड़ाव था, जो हम अभी भी सीधी तस्वीरों में देख रहे हैं, लाखों की तादाद में लोग उन्हें अंतिम विदाई के लिए मरीना बीच पहुंचे हैं, और इस बीच उनका जो पार्थिव शरीर है वो मरीना बीच पहुंच चुका है और अंतिम संस्कार यहीं पर किया जाएगा। तो गुरु बाबू, कैसे संबंध उनके जनता के साथ थे और कितनी निकटता थी, और जो उनका करियर रहा है, चाहे वो राजनीति का रहा हो या फिल्मों का रहा हो, दोनों में उन्होंने सफलता हासिल की?
Yeah, this is exactly what it is. As far as whether it is film or whether it is politics, she chose, and her word was the last word. You know, the people with whom she acted was late Mr. M.G. Ramachandran, Shivaji Ganeshan, and all these people were big legends in their own way. And she chose her career in the field along with them. And even in politics, she chose the people, and people whom she pointed to were the ministers. Even when she had a setback, she brought in Pannirselvam, who was not at all a senior in the party. There were so many people who were senior to Mr. Pannirselvam in the party. But she just picked up somebody who was nowhere and made him a chief minister. And that is how Jayalalitha works. She is known to make very decisive, very, very clear decisions, and she is very good grip over the party.
All
Yes,
right.
Nancy.
Yes, Guru Babu, and what we are seeing on our screens at the moment, the mortal remains of the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha have arrived at the Marina Beach, where her final rites will take place. Earlier on, her mortal remains were kept at Rajaji Hall, draped in the national flag and her favorite green-coloured sari, where leaders cutting across party lines and the public had gathered in huge numbers. A sea of humanity had emerged there at the Rajaji Hall as well, and proceeding from the Rajaji Hall to the Marina Beach, the final journey, a sea of humanity coming along with their beloved Amma, has now reached the Marina Beach, where the final rites will take place. A woman of firm decisions, she brought about a change in the political character of Tamil Nadu. She will fondly be remembered as an efficient administrator and a very strong leader.
जी बिल्कुल। तो इस बीच हमारे साथ हमारे संवाददाता गुरु बाबू चेन्नई से मौजूद हैं और सीधा प्रसारण जी आप देख रहे हैं अंतिम यात्रा का तमिलनाडु की पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री जयललिता का। गुरु बाबू,
Yes.
अंतिम विदाई चल रही है, लेकिन जनता को भी साथ साथ सलाम करना होगा। इतनी भावनाओं के बावजूद, इतने शोक के माहौल में भी वो अपने भावनाओं को काबू में रख रहे हैं और पूरी शांति और पूरे डिसिप्लिन के साथ अपने नेता को अंतिम विदाई दे रहे हैं। कहीं से भी फिलहाल कोई अप्रिय घटना की खबर नहीं है।
No, there has no untoward incidents being reported in this place, and as far as the law and order is concerned, it is absolutely fine. The police have been well prepared for this, and even yesterday morning around 7 o'clock, the DGP और सीनियर ऑफिशियल्स पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट का उन्होंने बोला कि सभी लोग 7 बजे सुबह कल आने के लिए, एंड दे वर देयर फुल्ली प्रिपेयर्ड। एंड कल शाम को भी जब कुछ रूमर वहां से निकला था अपोलो हॉस्टल के बारे में, बहुत हंगामा, वहां मामला बहुत खराब हो गया, लेकिन तुरंत 5-10 मिनट में सब कुछ कंट्रोल हो गया था। पुलिस हैव वेरी वेरी इफेक्टिवली control the entire situation. But now in the regarding with the political career which you are talking about, Pannirselvam of course was a leader who was picked up by Jayalalitha and made a chief minister. But the acceptance of Mr. Pannirselvam in the absence of Jayalalitha is only time will be able to tell us whether he would be accepted as a leader, and when there are so many other senior politicians in the party. And of course he has been an able administrator. And surprisingly, one more element is, though Mr. M.G. Ramachandran nominated Ms. Jayalalitha as a party propaganda secretary, he was not, she was not anyway mentioned as a person who would succeed. But she was a leader in her own right, and she came up on her own as a leader, as a very strong woman.
Yes, and the whole country is bidding farewell to their beloved Amma at the moment, Guru Babu. Perhaps one of the the final moments that the entire public can have a glimpse of their beloved Amma before the final rites really begin. Just take us through the sentiments of the people that they're experiencing at the moment. It may be difficult to describe those in words, though.
Yeah, the people who have gathered here have come here, and when we were moving into this Samadhi here, which is called as MGR Samadhi, they were saying, we have been here from morning, no water, no food, yet we have come to see our beloved leader going to this place to be buried. So please allow us to see her. When the police were making arrangements for the security, they were saying, please allow us to at least have a last glimpse of our leader. And that was the condition and the way the people loved her, because of the various social welfare measures which she had brought from them, and things like Amma Canteen, which was very much affordable for those who were poor, and for the women welfare schemes which she brought, for the women to have their own self-employment, like giving them goats, the cows, and even Mangal Sutra for their marriages.
Ji.
And one more scheme which she brought was the cradle scheme.
Yes.
You know, some parts of the scheme state where the girl children were abandoned. She brought the cradle scheme where mothers could leave their girl children there, and the government would take over that. You know, these were the various schemes which Jayalalitha brought, and she was known for her compassion to people who were poor.
Absolutely.
जी बिल्कुल, शुक्रिया गुरु बाबू। आपसे हम जानकारी लेते रहेंगे। हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद हैं वरिष्ठ पत्रकार श्री कृष्णा। श्री कृष्णा जी, अगर जयललिता के जाने के बाद तमिलनाडु की तो राजनीति की अपूर्णीय क्षति है, लेकिन देश की राजनीति में कितनी बड़ी क्षति है, क्योंकि उन्होंने कभी भी कोई महत्वाकांक्षा जाहिर नहीं की, लेकिन राजनीतिक हलकों में ये चर्चा जरूर थी कि आने वाले समय में प्रधानमंत्री का चेहरा हो सकती है अगर ऐसी कोई स्थिति पैदा हुई तो।
हाँ, ये तो ये सरकार आने के पहले भी बात चल रही थी कि ये प्रधानमंत्री के
These are the final rites now happening of the beloved Amma, somebody who will always state honours being accorded to the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, who died, who passed away late last night at 11:30 late last night at the Apollo Hospital. A day before, she had suffered a massive cardiac arrest. She was admitted to the hospital on 22nd September after she complained of fever and dehydration. Since then, a pall of gloom had descended on Tamil Nadu, and today what we are seeing is a sea of supporters, a sea of humanity gathered to pay their homage to their beloved Amma.
और जयललिता का अंतिम संस्कार राजकीय सम्मान के साथ किया जा रहा है। इसके लिए थल सेना, वायुसेना और नौसेना के जवान मरीना बीच पर मौजूद हैं।
It's an emotional moment for the people of Tamil Nadu and for the entire nation. The entire nation is bidding farewell, saying goodbye, bidding adieu to their beloved Amma, who has worked tirelessly for the upliftment, for the overall development of the poor, the needy, the women, the marginalized, and especially the impact on the girl child that she had envisioned for the people of the state. She'll always be fondly remembered in the hearts of the people forever. Tamil Nadu is observing 7 days of mourning. The centre had also declared 1 day national mourning as well.
केंद्रीय मंत्री वेंकैया नायडू जयललिता की अंतिम विदाई में शामिल हुए और अपनी तरफ से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर रहे हैं।
Her trusted aide and confidant, Mr. O. Paneerselvam, who's taken over the reins of the state after J. Jayalalitha passed away, paying his homage to the beloved leader. Mr. Shri Krishna, as we are seeing those visuals, very emotional moment there for the people of the state, for the party cadres and for the entire nation as well. The entire nation is bidding farewell to Amma J. Jayalalitha, passed away late last night. Talking about her indomitable spirit, the fighting spirit that she had. She of course faced difficulties and challenges in her career as well, in her childhood as well, but she clearly emerged victorious and very courageous, and that's what we also saw when she was not keeping that well as well. Her spirit will continue to live forever.
Yeah, if you see, the way she was treated after MGR's death also, she was pulled down from the gun carriage, the way she was treated inside the assembly, with all, and she was the only leader there. With all that, despite all those, kind of obstacles and challenges, she overcame them. And she emerged as a leader who kept the party together and fought out everything, fought all kinds, against all odds. That's something remarkable with her.
The charismatic personality, the enigmatic personality that
shows
she
her
was.
kind of, determination.
Yes.
She had the determination, they had the willpower to.
And words may not suffice really, because what we've been seeing this morning, and ever since J. Jayalalitha was hospitalized, the pall of gloom that had descended on Tamil Nadu, supporters really praying day in and day out for the leader to recover and recover well, and a speedy recovery and in time. Words may not be enough, suffice to really portray the feelings, the sentiments, the emotions that people have. But clearly one can feel from these visuals that we're seeing on our screens, Mr. Shri Krishna.
Yeah. And another creditable thing I should say, I think one should give credit to the government, also state government, that the violence was not there which people were expecting would take place after the death, because the kind of violence, that was there after MGR, number of people committed suicides, immolated themselves.
Even though their heart was filled with grief, they were overwhelmed in emotions.
Thumping their chests, the kind of emotion, especially the women were showing. It's very surprising that it was kept under control.
The measures taken by the administration.
Yeah, I think credit also to the administration to some, to a large extent, that they've been able to keep things under control.
But once again, talking about the feeling that, people must be going through at this crucial time. They have lost their leader who's never going to return. There will never be Amma for them. Nobody can really replace her. It's an irreparable loss for the people of the state. What emotions must they really be going through cannot be described in words, can only be felt.
Yeah, I think whatever emotions we have seen on the camera, those are things which you can't, you won't have words to describe the kind of feelings.
But picture says more than 1,000 words.
Yeah, the photos themselves show you much more than what you can talk about. I mean, the kind of love, the affection and the attachment that people have to her. I mean, almost every household, the poorer section especially, maybe they must be feeling that some member of their family is no more.
The mentor is no more.
Mentor, the family member is gone.
The guiding spirit, the guidance, she's fondly remembered, always will be remembered for her connect with the masses, and that's why, everybody really have been hoping that with her demise, a huge vacuum is now going to be felt, that can only be felt, cannot be described in words.
And it's a vacuum not only for the poor sections and others,
for
even
everyone.
Within the party.
Yes.
For the party, it's a huge vacuum which is going to take quite some time for them to fill up. Because you don't have a leader who can...
The stalwart personality, the tall personality that she was, keeping the party together, keeping the party cadres together.
Yeah.
Many a times she had in the past as well, after her mentor passed away, she had unified the party once again. She had herself faced a lot of difficulties, challenges like we've been discussing about, but she came back, bounced back with the fighting spirit, with the indomitable spirit that she possessed.
And despite, she went to jail, then she came back and she won with a bigger margin, which I don't see any leader in Tamil Nadu in today's scenario who can really emulate that.
Right.
और इस बीच हमारे साथ चेन्नई से मौजूद है हमारी संवाददाता आयशा खानम। आयशा, बहुत ही गमगीन माहौल है और अपने प्रिय नेता को तमिलनाडु की पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री जयललिता को अंतिम विदाई दी जा रही है। नम आंखों से लाखों की तादाद में उनके अंतिम विदाई में लोग शामिल हो रहे हैं और साथ ही साथ कई हस्तियां भी इस समय मौजूद हैं जो उनके पार्थिव शरीर को उनके अंतिम विदाई में शामिल होकर उन्हें अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर रही हैं।
What they must really be experiencing at this very sensitive moment, what they must be going through. There, Mr. Sri Krishna, like you were saying, it's very difficult to perhaps give words to these feelings, but these feelings are really felt, and very crucial moment for the people of the state. They're bidding the farewell final adieu to
पूरे राजकीय सम्मान के साथ अंतिम विदाई दी जा रही है जयललिता को।
हाँ, बोलिए।
Now you see this lady is Shashikala. Now she is one of the persons who could well be the front runner to take on the mantle, that's being talked about. But the thing is, the question that arises is, what will be her influence on the party? Will the party accept her? Because there is definitely a clear-cut, rift within the party that a part of section of them are not for her. There is unanimity. Yeah.
the confidence that she had in her ability to take forward, take the best interest, take the best decisions in the interest of the party and the entire state as well.
And another thing is, MGR did have his confidence on her, He had a tremendous confidence in her, which I think Jayalalitha did not show so much on this lady, because they did fall out and they came back again. So it's not that. So that's also going to impact on the party, whether the party will really accept her as a, in some position of power or strength in the party.
ये तस्वीरों में जिनकी आप बात कर रहे हैं, शशिकला, जिनके बारे में कभी लाइमलाइट में नहीं आई, लेकिन कहा जाता रहा है कि तमिलनाडु की राजनीति में, खासकर AIDMK की राजनीति में जो भी निर्णय प्रक्रिया थी उसमें ये लगातार शामिल रही है।
अगर वो तो बात तो चल रही थी, मगर अभी तक तो फिलहाल जो बाहर का यही था कि यही जयललिता ही सब डिसीजन ले रही थी, इसकी इतनी नहीं थी बात, खाली बातों में थी कि क्या इसकी शशिकला बहुत इन्फ्लुएंशियल है, मगर बाहर तो बिल्कुल नहीं दिखाई दिया। अब जयललिता जब नहीं है तो अब देखना पड़ेगा इसका असर कितना पड़ता है पार्टी पे, क्योंकि और कोई भी पार्टी वाला इसके साथ नहीं है।
Right, Mr. Sri Krishna, one of the interviews that we played earlier on of the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, in which she very dearly missed her mother, how she would leave for work and she would leave her behind, and what she would really go through as a child, because not having your mother by your side when you're a child is really, it's not a good feeling. But at that crucial time, having Shashikala Natarajan at that critical moment, having a sister, she said that she is a sister to me that I never had. So the clear bond, the deep bond, that friendship that both of them shared.
That was there, but again they fell out and again came back, Their relations soured in between. After that, when she came back again, that kind of relationship was not evident as it was earlier. So that's the question mark, whether the party will accept Shashikala as a successor to Jayalalitha.
Well, that is clearly something that the coming days, the coming days will tell what happens to the party and what happens to the state politics in the years to come. But for now, Mr. O. Paneerselvam, aged 65, has taken over the reins of the state after the beloved Amma, the AIDMK Supremo, the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, had lost her battle to that prolonged illness late last night. She had passed away at 11:30 Monday night at the Apollo Hospital. She was on the road to recovery. That's what we were hearing from the Apollo authorities as well. But the best team of doctors really trying their best. J. Jayalalitha could not be revived, and we lost her late last night. A huge void, like Prime Minister Modi has also said, with her demise, a huge void has been left in the state politics. But she's also known, for the opinions and the feedback and the interest that she had in the decisions concerning the nation, as well as the stature that she had on the national stage as well, Mr. Sri Krishna.
Yeah, you see, in the last elections now, they after the Congress, they are the second largest party in the Lok Sabha.
Yes.
So apparently she did nurture ambitions of coming into the center to play a bigger role in national politics.
Sure.
It's unfortunate that on health grounds she could not come. Otherwise, she was definitely one of the real front runners for the top post in the country. I mean, there was a talk that in case there is a
बिल्कुल हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं आयशा खानम। आयशा, बहुत ही गम का माहौल है, अंतिम विदाई दी जा रही है जयललिता को। काफ़ी हज़ारों या लाखों की तादाद में लोग मौजूद हैं और अंतिम यात्रा मरीना बीच पर पहुंच चुकी है, जहां पर अलविदा लोग उन्हें कह रहे हैं, नम आंखों से उन्हें अलविदा कह रहे हैं। जयललिता हमारे बीच में नहीं रही, लेकिन उनके काम, उनकी राजनीतिक जो उन्होंने काम किए हैं, इसके अलावा लोगों के कल्याण के लिए जो काम किए हैं, वो हमेशा याद किए जाएंगे। आयशा।
जी बिल्कुल नदीम, बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने। जयललिता हमेशा लोगों के दिलों में उनके कार्यकाल के लिए जानी जाएंगी। जिस तरह की वो लोगों से जुटी रही, लोगों का दर्द समझती थी, इसके लिए वो जानी जाएंगी। फिलहाल आप देख सकते हैं अंतिम संस्कार की जो आखिरी कुछ प्रक्रिया है, जो रिचुअल्स हैं, वो जारी है। और गौर करने वाली बात यह है कि शशिकला जो है ये पूरी धार्मिक परंपरा के हिसाब से वो पूरी तरह से ये रिचुअल्स निभा रही हैं। ये विशेषज्ञों का मानना है कि दरअसल ये जो परंपरा होती है परिवार के सबसे नज़दीकी शख्स करता है, लेकिन यहाँ पर शशिकला कर रही हैं। तो जाहिर है जयललिता के लिए शशिकला सब कुछ थी और उनकी न केवल मेंटर रही, न केवल उनकी फ्रेंड, फिलोसोफर और गाइड रही, बल्कि हमेशा से उनका साथ दिया है। और पिछले लगातार 3 महीनों से वो जयललिता का साथ देती रही अस्पताल में। तो फिलहाल यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं अंतिम संस्कार के जो आखिरी पल हैं वो पूरे किए जा रहे हैं। और इसके बाद यहाँ पर देखा जा सकता है जो MGR मेमोरियल में यहाँ पर चल रहा है ये अंतिम संस्कार। यहाँ पर जयललिता को दफनाया जाएगा। तो ये जयललिता की इच्छा के मुताबिक यहाँ पर ये अंतिम संस्कार हो रहा है। और आप देख सकते हैं इस कैस्केट पर जयललिता के नाम के आगे पुरची तलवी, यानी जयललिता अपने साथ अपना वो टाइटल साथ ले जा रही हैं, पुरची तलवी यानी क्रांतिकारी नेता। तो ये जयललिता हमेशा पुरची तलवी बनकर रहेंगी लोगों के दिलों में। भले ही जयललिता आज लोगों के बीच में नहीं है, लेकिन उनके जो काम है, उन्होंने जो कार्य किया था, जो वेलफेयर स्कीम्स लोगों के लिए किया था, जो खासकर महिलाओं को आगे लाने के लिए विकास भरी योजनाओं को उन्होंने शुरुआत किया था, वो तमाम योजनाएं लोगों को याद रहेंगी। और लोग हमेशा अपनी अम्मा, जो तमिलनाडु में जयललिता अम्मा के नाम से जानी जाती थी, अम्मा को अपने दिल में बसाए रखेंगे। नदीम।
आयशा, तमिलनाडु में सामाजिक न्याय की हमेशा से लड़ाई रही है और सामाजिक न्याय और समाज की जो राजनीति के मिजाज का एक हिस्सा रहा है। तो जयललिता ने इस सामाजिक लड़ाई को भी आगे बढ़ाया और जो वहाँ पर स्थानीय मुद्दे रहे हैं हमेशा, वो भी उन्होंने अपने हिसाब से हल किए।
जी बिल्कुल, तमिलनाडु में देखा जाए तो जो द्रविडियन यहाँ पर राजनीति है, उसका बेस, उसका अध्याय ही सामाजिक न्याय की बुनियाद पर टिका हुआ है। और जयललिता ने ये भरपूर निभाया। ये देखिए आखिरी पल जो अंतिम संस्कार के हम देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन पर। जयललिता हमेशा के लिए अब इस दुनिया, अपने चाहने वालों को छोड़कर अब चली गई हैं। यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं हम गन सल्यूट दिया जा रहा है उन्हें, और कुछ क्षण के लिए खामोशी का माहौल यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं।
Well, yes, moments of silence there and final homage being paid to the revolutionary leader as she wanted to be fondly remembered as, and as someone, as everyone will really remember her, their beloved Amma. Now the final rites almost coming to an end at the Marina Beach near the memorial of her mentor M.G. Ramachandran. Huge crowd of grieving supporters paying their final homage, their final respects to their beloved Amma. It's an emotional moment, everyone overwhelmed with emotions, deeply saddened with the loss, grieving that there will not be any Amma from tomorrow, the mentor, the guide, the philosopher that they have all lost in the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, the AIADMK Supremo, J. Jayalalitha. Leaders cutting across party lines and the general public grieving the loss of their beloved leader. And also joining us is our correspondent Guru Babu, who's there at Marina Beach where the final rites are taking place. Guru Babu, once again, very difficult to describe the moments in words. Can only be felt. A very emotional moment for the supporters, for the bodyguarders and the people of the state.
Yeah, it has been a very emotional farewell for the leader who was loved by the people, the leader of the masses, Ms. Jayalalitha. It was a very emotional and tearful moment for each of them. And that was the last glimpse which they could have of their beloved leader, who was everything for them. And she is now laid to rest on the sands of Marina next to her mentor, Mr. M.G. Ramachandran.
And talking about
yes, Nancy.
Her close aide and confidant, Ms. Shashikala Natarajan, because we're seeing her on the screens at the moment. Guru Babu, the role that she has played even when J. Jayalalitha was unwell, she was hospitalized, the kind of bond that they both shared once again came to the fore, and now we're also seeing her, participating and actually doing all the ceremonies that happen at the final rites.
Yes, Nancy. I am told that these last rites which are being performed, which is across our screen, is being done by relatives who are close to the person who is going to be buried. But here we see Shashikala, Jayalalitha's friend, who is doing this. And that is exactly what is happening. And Jayalalitha has always found her to be a good friend, and she has been instrumental in helping Jayalalitha all through her career. Of course, a couple of times Jayalalitha had separated herself from Shashikala, but it was just a matter of few months that Shashikala was brought back to the Poets Garden where Ms. Jayalalitha stays, and it was once again a role in the party for her, in her personal life, for Ms. Jayalalitha, Nancy.
Yes. And Guru Babu, it's not just loss for the party and the party cadres, but a great loss, a huge loss for her supporters, for the people of the state who clearly loved and respected her, because that is what we can see through the day today, the sea of humanity that had gathered first at the Apollo Hospital to know more about her health, and then at Rajaji Hall, and now at Marina Beach. And this is what J. Jayalalitha had earned throughout her political career, her admiration, the admiration for her, the love and the respect for her. Mr. Sri Krishna, what would you say? This is what would you say that J. Jayalalitha has earned, because that is what is something that we can clearly see, that the admiration, the love and respect that J. Jayalalitha had earned for herself through various initiatives, her long-term vision, her administrative skills that she had undertaken throughout her political career.
Yeah, in fact, if you go back from the time she was first admitted to the hospital to the last day, the kind of crowds that was there in the hospital, they stayed there throughout 24 hours praying. I mean, it's not, it's nothing very, it's not usual thing that happens. People generally stay and go away. But in this case, the fact that so many people continue to maintain vigil outside the hospital for days together,
absolutely,
it just shows the kind of affection she had among the people. And these were, most of the people who were there belong to the lower sections, the lower middle class or the lower classes. I mean, it is probably the people who benefited the maximum from all her schemes. It is.
So
That's the reason why they
2.5 महीने तक अस्पताल में भर्ती रही और 2.5 महीने तक लगातार
आपने देखा कि
के बाहर जनता का जमावड़ा लगा रहा, उनके लिए प्रार्थनाएं हुई, दुआएं हुई और सभी लोग चाहते थे कि वो सकुशल होकर भारत बाहर आए। एक बार खबर भी आई थी कि उनकी तबीयत पहले से सुधार हो रहा है और उन्होंने एक बयान जारी कर कहा भी था कि मुझे अपने पार्टी कैडर की वजह से, तमिलनाडु की जनता के प्यार की वजह से मेरा पुनर्जन्म हुआ है।
और बीच में उन्होंने डॉक्टर रेड्डी ने भी कहा कि ठीक हो गई है, वापस जा रही है। तो तब तो माहौल बदल गया था थोड़ा। फिर जब ये हुआ, फिर इसके बाद फिर माहौल एक बिल्कुल दुखद माहौल हो गया था जी। मगर ये देखना, सितंबर से जिस तरह से लोग उधर जा रहे थे अपोलो हॉस्पिटल के बाहर खड़े हुए, ये बहुत अजीब, कभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं।
दक्षिण भारत में जैसे कि आपने एमजीआर का भी उदाहरण दिया, उनके समय में भी बहुत ज़्यादा लोग उन्हें भी बहुत प्यार करते थे और बहुत सारे ऐसे अप्रिय घटना भी उनकी मौत के, उनकी मृत्यु के आसपास घटी थी। लेकिन आज फिर भी तमिलनाडु की जनता ने अपनी परिपक्वता का भी पहचान दी है।
वो ये दिखाया कि भाई हम भी आराम से सहन शक्ति से जी सकते हैं, हमें कोई ये नहीं है कुछ नहीं करने का, ये सुसाइड वगैरह नहीं करने का, आराम से सब ठीक हो गया।
It must be a difficult moment for everyone.
But very disciplined. I mean, I would credit the people that.
And coming to terms with the loss that they have just suffered because they have lost their mentor, their philosopher, their guide. Mr. Shri Krishna, talking about her administrative skills once again, because this is what she wanted to be remembered for. A revolutionary leader is the title that she had earned through the masses, from the love that the masses had for her. What more glimpses would you give us about her administrative skills, the efficient administration that she had portrayed time and again?
Yeah, the kind of issue she tackled, at one time there was the problem of LTT, the way she handled it. There was a spate of murders taking place, and law and order was becoming a problem, especially in the city of Chennai. She handled it very deftly and managed to tackle it. Then the way she raised up the fishermen issue, which is another very significant Sri Lankan fishermen issue. She repeatedly, got after the central government to ensure, and she did to some extent. She was successful to a large extent that, the centre had to talk to Sri Lanka and ensure that the Tamil Nadu fishermen do not suffer.
लगातार
प्रेशर
सरकार की बातचीत हुई है और जयललिता ने लगातार प्रेशर
दी सेंटर पे, और उसने ठीक अपने मछुआरों को बचा के रखा। ये सब बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात है।
Absolutely. Well, what we are seeing on our screens are the final rites of the late leader that have just taken place. It's a final farewell to the Iron Lady, J. Jayalalitha. The beloved Amma had passed away late last night, and a sea of humanity, grieving supporters have gathered to pay their homage. Just give a last glimpse, just take a last glimpse of their beloved Amma, because they're not going to see their mentor, their philosopher, their guide from tomorrow. And the last rites have just been performed by one of her close aides, one of her confidants, Miss Shashikala Natarajan, who had just undertaken the last rites for J. Jayalalitha. It's a sea of humanity that has gathered there at the Marina Beach in Chennai, and her mortal remains have been laid to rest near the memorial of her mentor, M.G. Ramachandran.